Hello, this is Wheeler, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, well, I think I'm probably going to end up splitting that into 2 episodes, but we had a friendly duel with Hoary Boulder and Coltonet, and Alphinaud wants to form a trial grand company, and we're going to go try to recruit members while he deals with the bureaucracy, which is probably a good thing. I don't like bureaucracy. I am not very bureaucratic. Probably when I am more to, let's say, I don't know, Gaius's intentions. I'm pretty demanding. Ah, there you are. I am ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Blowfish. While the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signing parchments, we'll have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I, of course, endeavor to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for this potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. A unique range into the countryside, the upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates that suit our purpose. Once you're satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Okay, so we need to go to the upper decks. Which, I'm just gonna, doesn't matter if I take the stairs or the thing, I'm gonna be wandering all over it anyways, so. Kinda surprised they didn't put it all in the lower decks, though. But, I'm not a programmer, I don't decide the storyline, I wish I did. Probably because I would have the player character make a lot of fun of it. Yeah, you can see we have a giant circle there, so most of the recruiting is going to be in that area. So I guess they probably just loaded all the NPCs in the biggest empty area they have. That would be my... oh, wait, this isn't where I thought it was. Marauders Guild? Do you have anyone in here? I actually don't remember where everyone is. Oh, Rainer. Oh, I don't... is Rainer? I thought I had another quest for Rainer. Oh, I do. Recruiting their own. Master Alphinaud's new organization? Yes, I heard the formation of this trial company was in the offing. 'Tis regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of limbs of the Minza may need to receive my full attention. Oh, while I'm here. Good evening to you, Wheeler. How timely. There is something I would ask of you. But where are my manners? Is there aught you require? Here of Loathing's behest, you say? Ha! That he should send you, of all people, the stroke of good fortune indeed. That's Alphinaud's voice. Permit me to apprise you of the situation. You will doubtless recall driving the Serpent Reavers out of Sastasha. Yeah, like the first dungeon I did. Well, despite our best efforts to keep the place secure, I regret to inform you that it has been occupied by pirates. Pirates, I say, that the eyewitness claims that they are seen more akin to fiends from the briny depths. To be frank, we are not wholly certain what it is we are dealing with. I dispatched a party of adventurers to identify and eliminate the threat, but seemed their courage failed them. But they were not you, my friend. You will fare better against whatever awaits within Sastasha, of that I have no doubt. If you are willing to assist us, pray report to Durkee, stands guard by the entrance to the cavern. We'll do that later. I may even do that off screen. I'm there. Why not do it? I'm sure everyone would agree with me on that. Wow. Really? They're all in this little area? Are you sure there's not more down here? Oh yeah, there are more down there. Hello, Cosvelian. Do you have any spices? An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity, I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens, well, no, there's time to act and time to watch. I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Well, fine. See if I help you again. I'm not going to deliver your spices. Even though one of them was actually was a spice. Okay, so what's going on down here? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Do 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 do. Sometimes I hate running and I really should take the Aetherites. Okay, there are a lot in this area. I'm assuming... How big... Oh, I guess there's only 3 more to get, so... For some reason I keep thinking there's like 15 per city. But I think the total is 15. Which is a lot easier number to manage. It's finding them that's the problem. No? Nothing over there? Maybe? Anyone in here? Hey. Brithel, you want to help? Alright, you're a disciple of the Hand. Hinasa, do you want to help? A precursor to the United Eorzean Grand Company? While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldek and Vermillies keep me close to the Forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Well, it's a positive. I'll take it. Okay, 1 more in this area and then 1 more all the way to the far, far away. I think we only get like 1 person from here. So, if I had to guess, they are probably up this way. Or right next to the Lower Lanacea gate, but let's be helpful. Hopefully they're in here. No. Okay. Well, you know what? We're here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the far off one. Because what's the point of backtracking, am I right? And there's not really much over here. And I'm pretty sure that's part of the lower zone. I hope so. Rio! Have we ever talked to him before? Well, if it ain't Veeler, I'd not forget an adventurer brave enough or deaf enough to seek the shortcut in Tiny's bedchamber. Oh, you're the guy who we had to whistle for a lot. You remember old Rio, don't you? Formerly a company of heroes, 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? It ain't often I drag me arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How's Ferry these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alrighty, lass, count me in. Heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into my grave just yet. Finally, we got someone! Yay! And now we just have to find the last person. Delivery Moogle, would you like to join? Oh, you know what? I really should start doing those quests too. Those quests are a hoot. Oh, I feel old saying that. I am old. What am I saying? I only know like 1 Let's Player that's older than me. Probably several out there, but I only know of 1. Oh, I remember who the last person is. How silly of me. We haven't been here for a while. Hello, Roswin. Who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try to knock on the dandy Carvalian's door. Well, okay. Well, now we must go back to the airship landing, which, conveniently, is 1 elevator trip away. And we can do it in either zone, so I'm just going to do it right here. Since, well, it is right here. Floyd the Barber. That sounds familiar for some reason. Airship landing. Yes. And luckily, since we're in town, and we get to use this, so, yeah. Where are we going? Alphinaud. Theater, you're recruiting with what I trust? I'm curious as how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Lominsa. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest? Astonishing! I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. You could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consents to sign all the documents that require her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the elder seats here proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. Hey, I'm getting in the airship too. Don't count me out just yet, buddy. They're talking about Square Enix games. I kinda want to do a Chrono Cross Let's Play, except I have no way of playing it on my computer. And I don't have a video card. Or, my friend told me I also need a TV for it, so I don't have an extra TV. Man, I guess I could mount the one I have on the wall, but that would require me taking it out of my room. And my room is where the cable box is, so yeah, we need to go to Nofika's altar. Where am I going? You know, it's very interesting. You know, if anyone's watching this, how did you come up with your name? I mean, I just ran Alporton and low-fat brewer. I'm assuming that's butter. Bithos Papotos? Zanana? How did you come up with your name? Dr. Feelgood, that's actually pretty clever. It's like Dr. Feelgood, except, well, it looks like they're a white mage, so maybe a Conjurer's Guild. I don't know what game they're talking about. My audience with the Elder Seats here is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates is run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Okay. So I guess we're doing it in this. No, we're doing a new. Oh, we're going to multiple zones. Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Why am I trying to mount up? I should just teleport to there, but oh well. I'm already on the way. The Malane. I don't even know what quests these people have for me anymore. Alright, who we got over here? Helpful people? Helpful? Guys who we want to talk? Laurentius? Aren't you supposed to be in jail because you are a treasonous bastard? Oh gods, can it truly be you? What fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron of Buscarons. Yes, I remembered. I remembered as soon as I saw your name. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if jail had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. Oh, it sounds like he's actually remorseful. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what's your policy on reformed convicts? Well, I'm guessing it's fine, considering I'm talking to you. Don't be a traitor! We don't allow traitors into this group. As matters stand, the Woodwellers will have naught more to do with me. This may be the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's told you, say I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I am a changed man. You better be, because, no, seriously, I'm not, we don't take traitors, and I can't jump over that gate. I hate when I can't jump over gates. Okay, we want to go up to Apkalu Falls. Or at least in that general direction, it seems. I actually did like the Chrono Trigger soundtrack. Well, if that really happened, then, well, more. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna talk to this guy. Do I have any achievements that I can get presents for? Oh, I get something. Leaving a good impression too. I don't know what I get. Ooh, Princely Hatchling. That's another minion. So let's learn that. I believe I introduced him before as the person you go to if an achievement has a reward. Unlike WoW, where they mail it to you. Isildur, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest there. Your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Vieler, isn't it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside the Copperbell mine. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. One man tells me it was you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. Me and 7 of my friends. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of the New Order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly good, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Isildur. My back is perfectly fine, I tell you. You may have to tie me to my bed if you think to prevent me from... Ow. Well, maybe I will rest for just a short while. Alright. Hello, summoner, trainer, person. Alright, let's keep on our quest. I just want you to take in his name for a second. My wife and child, the men and women with whom I shared a stage, they're gone, every last one. There's nothing left in my life worth a damn. Oh noes! I can only imagine what his wife would have said in bed. But yes, this is the old area where the Mikedo's amphitheater was. It got destroyed during the Calamity. So, that's a thing. Our next person, I believe, is up here. Our old friend from Hakue Manor. Hakalugi Manor. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, bear responsibility for the evils my lady has brought upon this land. Okay. I didn't pick up the quest to unlock Hakue Manor hard mode, did I? Oh well. Well, looks like we have one more person to talk to. Watch it be the guild leader of the Lancers Guild. I don't know if it is or not, but no, we're seeing people. A lot of these people are people that we have interacted in with the past. I believe, like the one girl who we met back at Copperbell Mines, I believe I did talk to her. I tried to talk to all the people I knew were involved with things later. It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. This company certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less in focus. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. No, I guess you're a woman. Sorry, you're a man now. Alright, let's go back to the airship landing, which unfortunately we have to run to. Didn't conveniently put an elevator in the same zone. You know, I guess it makes sense. You know, I have a distinct memory of the Gridania airship place from 1.0. Actually, it's very vague, I should honestly say. But I do remember having to go up. I mean, I think all the airships went from up at that time. And, I started in Ul'dah. I don't remember exactly why I came out here. I just know I hated the Black Shroud at the time. It was a horrible, horrible maze. But, I want to say it was for my White Mage quest. The quest to unlock it. What news, Vieler? For my part, the Elder Seeds here was most amenable to our requirements. A former woodwhale and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. Interesting harvest indeed. You might want to keep a watch on Laurentius, though, because, you know, he's kind of betrayed his his group before. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let's meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. I like this one even better, because it's like, we can purchase passage to Ul'dah, and then the elevator's right there to take us right to the Royal Promenade? So, yeah. So this group shows some promise, even if we, possibly have a potential traitor issue. He seems to want to turn. I don't think we'll have any traitors in here. Ruby Road Exchange. Is that it? I think it's... I don't remember which it is. I'm going to take a guess it's probably not this one. Because since whenever I ever picked the right one? Yep, I was wrong. I really should have known that, because I knew where Ruby Road was, but I also knew that the area we won is right above it. Hello, Lolomaiga. Sprint. And we can go through here. I always miss this door, or this walkway. I don't know why, but I do. Hello, Jennings. We're going to come here and only have to go back to the other zone. I'd just like to note that. Oda, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts. I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade, when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Veiler. Okay, so I guess we don't have to go to the other zone. We just have to jump! Ooh. Just that little squeal she made. That sounded painful, and I'm stuck in something. Okay, let's start our recruitment efforts. I actually have a vague idea of where some of these people are. We can't go up there, can we? Can we? Well, Kelvin staged me a few yawns closer to the action. God forbid I actually get to enjoy the tourney after all my hard work. Yes, gods forbid. Wilred, I remember your name. I don't remember who you are. Wait, you're that lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Oh yeah. Who knows what might happen if you hadn't. I'd probably be dead and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. You were the one in charge of that. If you want to join this company to help, don't be stupid. Anyway, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the opportunity. Don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Okay, we're doing good. First person, we've recruited them. I know there's some funny ones coming up. Though I did think that a certain other NPC on my mind was in this, but I guess not. Okay, we need to go to... Well, looks like we're... Oh, I can go to the Miners Guild while I'm here. I'm actually going to do that, because I have a quest I can turn in there. Plus, I think an NPC is around there, too. Nope, I'm wrong. It's in the Weaver's Guild area. Those are the funny ones I'm thinking of. I hope they're funny. Well, I hate being a liar, but... Okay. These guys, they are involved in the Karn hard mode. They were actually really interesting characters in 1.0. They were involved in the Miners Guild, of course, and I guess, they kind of act as bodyguards, too. Someone was throwing a fuss, and I think it was even a Rogadin that was causing a fuss, and they just grabbed him and dragged him by his feet. It was really funny. Heard about our petition, have you? And you'll do as we ask, no questions asked? Great attitude. Now then, the situation's like this. No, this isn't right. I'll be damned if I put our sister's fate in a stranger's hands. I'm going myself. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering into the Sunken Temple of Karn. That place is a death trap. Yeah, I can attest to that. I've been there. What characters do we have at this adventure can beat those traps? None, that's what. But you know better than any what these muscles are capable of. What the hell do you mean you'll be in those traps already? Wait, you're the reason the Neko's in this trouble? I'm going to end you, I swear it! Calm yourself, brother. This adventure is not to blame for what happened. Besides, she's perfect for the task. Let's start again, shall we? I am Cecil Ruka and this is my twin brother Puff. As you may have gathered, we need you to mount a rescue mission in the Sunken Temple of Karn. As you see at the temple's snares and traps, the place is officially open for research. The concern partnered with the Order of Nalthal to fund an expedition. And the research team was led by none other than the Neko, our little sister. She's the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Sunda, the research and all other research on the place. Nobody except her was going to figure out that the Silda and Oda are both descended from the Palladian civilization. The Sunken Temple of Karn is a native rock. No way in 7 hells was she going to not lead the expedition. But who comes bumbling in? A band of relic raiders, that's who. The greedy singing horse himself, a trap, and now our little sister is stuck in the stinking place. Poxy bastards putting the Neko in danger. If they aren't Tombury mints already, you can be sure that I'll end them myself. And that's the situation as it stands. Talk to Revenant at the entrance to the temple and she'll let you in. You go and get the Neko out of there in one piece, you hear? And that means go to the Temple of Karn and talk to an NPC. I will do that off screen. As you can see how well I'm doing with doing stuff off screen. Because I have, what was it, like 2-3 episodes ago I got to go to the Bramble Patch for the Moogle, and I've had that Omnipore quest forever. But alas. Okay, Orson. I remember your name, and I don't remember why. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? Oh. I am Orson of the Church of St. Adama Lindama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. This was the woman that we thought was, behind the kidnappings in the Oda area. Like, she was a traitor with the Emulsion. I must also thank you for praying that fraudulent priest from preying on Drybone's less fortunate. Most upsetting business. You here with your companion? Thancred, was it? Ooh, Orson's got a crush. 'Tis new companions you seek. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good. My place is at a church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. So yeah, we get to meet a lot of the old people that we've dealt with before. I think that's why this is one of my favorite quests. My favorite non-battle quest. I'm sure I've said that about a lot of things before, but she wasn't the funny one. Coming up should be the funny one. If I remember correctly. If it's not funny, I apologize for getting your hopes up. Oh, I didn't even realize it was her. If you've been watching my Hildebrand episodes, you'll know who she is. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you are wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Interactions with Yellow Moon are hilarious, if not disturbing. I don't like her model. It scares me. And, apparently she's got so many people that want her for their waifu. Not me. I am not into Rogadins. Call me racist if you want, but I don't like Rogadins. Have you come to tell me the news, soldier? Well, I've already heard it. Seems the would-be savior of Ulda's refugees went and got himself killed, and not by your hand. He was just as much a pawn as the hapless cast-off he sought to see. Eh? That's not why you're here? You'd be surprised what rumors drift at Pearl Lane. I know this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved in it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Okay, so I think that kind of confirms my thought that the Levier twins were part of the syndicate. But we have one. Yeah, we have like one more person. Hello, Synthgoat, you merchant. Why are we recruiting all these merchants? A company that looks to cure the ills of the entire realm. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next all over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Okay, so back to the Royal Promenade. I'm just going to run back to the Weavers Guild. That is the closest Aetheryte, to be honest. Closest Aetheryte without zoning, because I could have gone to the Adventurers Guild, but I don't want to do that extra zoning. It's probably take the same amount of time. And Alphinaud, what say you? Well, I guess there are a bunch of people doing this quest line. Or other quest lines that are around here, I guess. I know there's one. How fared you, Villair? What hidden gems did the streets of Ulda offer to your unrelenting gaze? Well, we got a couple people. But most of them were dicks. A single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people is born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Villair. I will not squander the precious gifts you have placed in my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you know, have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the document signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. Well, I guess, you know, the Syndicate is kind of a big horde, so maybe it doesn't confirm the Levier twins were in the Syndicate. I do think they are, though. I don't remember completely. You are concerned by the Syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Now, this actually is a pretty good idea. Am I automatically being taken there? I guess. Maybe. I didn't think there was an airship dock in Revenant's Toll. Nope. Oh good, we're over it. I was afraid we'd have a airship crash. Oh, Sultana? Hello, Ralban.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alphinaud's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ulda is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? even under the watchful gaze of the Scions. It is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong.
She does have a
Does it
point.
not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Oh, she's getting really pissed at the Syndicate.
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies.
Yeah, but what about Taleji Adeleji?
And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Taleji?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
Ooh.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
I didn't want to really put too much talking into that scene because I knew how serious it was. But, if she weren't crying, that would be a very, very adorable scene. As it stands, it's pretty much just very sad. Hello, Moldy Squash. 2L2Q. I don't know that free company. So let's check back in at the Rising Stones and see what other misadventures they have for us. I know this episode's going on a bit long. I stopped my clock just after, or just before I talked to Alphinaud, because I knew it would be a minute or so. I'm pretty sure that was the last quest in Guardians of Eorzea. So, let's go find out if I go the right way. It's good we got a couple of people we know. I think probably 5 in total, was it? We got Laurentius, the one woman from Copperbell Mines. I should know her name. I really like her character. There's so many characters in this game. I can't remember the voices I do for all of them, and I can't remember all their names. There's just too many characters for me. I try to keep the important ones like Minfilia, Alphinaud, the other Scions, Cid, and Czech, but I can't remember all the characters I rarely talk to. This is not the journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our efforts is at hand. must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Veeler. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. I am sure she will too. Radical what? Appears eager to welcome you back to Revenant's Toll. Greetings, Veeler. Alphinaud tells me all is in place to begin his tribal company. The Scions will certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphinaud to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slackborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Of course, it's not the final quest. This is the lead up to the final quest. I promise. I think right now, we go back out to Slackborn. He's going to tell us we need to give uniforms to the recruits around town. And, well, from there, it should be done. I promise. I shouldn't promise if I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure the founding of the trial company is the end of 2.3. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm not going to do anything. So, that's a thing. Slackborn, you have work for us to do with these random people. Have you seen Laurentius? I need to keep my eye on him. Thank you, Fate Music, for interrupting this quietness. What can I do for you, Veeler? I thought you had your hand full helping out this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slackborn, the shipment! We couldn't... I don't know who that is. Oh. Gods, woman, what befell? We were bringing the shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordana, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is likely more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Fortemps. We collect the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Veeler, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps? I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Hoshapant will be glad of your assistance. Okay. Now, I don't care if it's only going to be like a 5-minute episode in the next one. I'm going to put a little pause on this episode, and I'll meet back in the next episode, probably at Camp Dragonhead. Anyways, this has been Veeler. I hope you enjoyed, and have fun.